Well, we're stupid.
And we're Legendary Smith.
I'm
Jack.
Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have one more episode of Shovel Knight to do tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and
That
tell
doesn't make sense unless you saw the episode before. Basically,
Yeah.
we thought we were done recording, and then we looked, and we're not.
Well, I'm
so.
assuming if you're watching episode 7, you've seen the.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't want to
That's
go
not
into
a
the
night.
chat. But so I was telling a story. Can you not? Oh, I'm just gonna ride on this thing. But I was telling a story. I was about to tell how why DC was my favorite.
Yeah.
So when I started getting into comics like 4 years ago, DC was starting their new 52. So it was really easy to get into DC. So everything I was reading was DC. So I started reading Flash, Arrow, Deathstroke, and
Grifter.
Drifter. Oh yeah, Grifter, yeah.
Yep.
I don't even remember that. But Grifter, all of these different things. And Marvel was just like, they had all their different crap going on. They were all in the middle of it. And I could not get into Marvel at all. And then Marvel goes and does the same thing. And I don't know, Marvel just seems so bland to me. Like, Marvel is so...
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing has
It's
changed.
just Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Superman, not Superman, Spider-Man, Captain America.
Yeah, like with the Flash, like he runs so fast that he destroys time. Like it's like I don't know. I just find it. I don't know. I find the heroes in DC just a lot more interesting. I don't know.
Well, they're way cooler. Like
Yeah.
Deathstroke is a murderer. And
Yeah,
uses
and-
guns. Like
Deadpool was made off of. It was a parody of Deathstroke. Like that's like the coolest character they have, and it was just like a parody off of Deathstroke. That I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he worked out.
I hate everyone. That
Oh my
loves
god,
Deathstroke
me too.
or
They all have the
Deadpool.
same personality.
Yeah, they do. And they all
So
dress like
annoying.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Like,
at
and stuff.
conventions, and they all are like, "I'm Deadpool," no, and they all hang out together, and it's like, shut up.
We don't try to make anyone feel like they're not appreciated
Oh,
here
yeah,
at
no.
Legendary Sniff, but like
But,
if
like-
you like Deadpool, jump off a cliff, like just die.
Like they're like, you can't sit here and be like, wow, you're offending me. There's definitely people you've like offended. Like there's just those people you hate. And
Nothing you do about it.
Deadpool lovers are our people that we hate.
Yeah. I actually remembered a story, and it's a couple parts to it. But I think it'll come together nicely.
Go for it.
Where, like we talked about it in our Get to Know Us episode, I'm a computer science major.
Yeah.
So computer science major. So you do have to take a creative class in college, just because you have to test out the different areas. So for mine, I decided I would take painting. I get computers, okay? I could take
Yeah.
a computer, I could take it apart, I could put it back together. You could just lift up a part of a computer. I'd be like, this is how it works, to the bits and the bytes and stuff and how they
Yeah.
move around in it.
You could
What I don't
say
get-
things about police officers, and I'd be like, all right, that's cool.
What I don't get is fucking art. Like mixing colors and stuff. I've never taken a class where the answer isn't yes or no or like 2 or 4. It's just like, well,
How do you feel?
how are your values mixed on like these colors? It doesn't make sense to me. Like I just don't do well in it.
Oh my god.
And I do try to participate in the class and stuff like that because participation is a lot of the points.
I don't.
And I was trying to become friendly with my teacher, who's apparently like a wicked famous art person. And she's like 29, by the way. So wicked famous art person. I tried to become friends with her, or at least be friendly with her, so she wouldn't fail me. And it turns out on her website she has like a Twitter and Instagram and stuff. And I don't care if you guys know what my Instagram is, because it matters.
Do we have a Legendary Sniff one?
No, we don't. It matters for this story, but basically my teacher's like, oh yeah, feel free to like go follow me on Instagram or whatever. I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll follow my teacher on Instagram. She just wants an Instagram follower. I followed my teacher. I liked a bunch of her pictures. I look at my account and I was like, fuck. My name on Instagram is Jack Jaculating. So my teacher, who grades me, got a notification that says "Jaculating" likes your page, and I have pictures of me on it. So, big mistake there.
Oh. That's why you don't make your name stupid things, kids.
I don't regret it.
Why is this happening to me? This is so frustrating. Oh my god.
Death. But yeah, art is hard. I guess is the moral of that story.
I never liked art, and I didn't. I had to take like you have to take like fine arts in college to cover your gen eds or whatever.
Yeah, you're creative, like
yeah, and I took like a theater class or something like that, and that was.
Did you have to act?
Yeah, but it was so simple because like I'm at the point in my life where I don't care what people think about me, so I can go up there and act goofy and just be me, and it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
And so like that wasn't hard. And plus, she's the most chill teacher ever. She's like, if you wake up in the morning and you just can't get out of bed, send me an email. It's okay. It's like
wicked cool.
Hi. And like she half the time never showed up. So,
the teacher?
Yeah. Like if they're like 10 minutes late, you're allowed to leave.
It's 15 in my school.
Well, for us it's 10 if they're a professor, 15 if they're a doctor. And she was not a doctor, but
so 10 minutes.
Yeah. So she would never be there like in 10 minutes, so everyone would just freaking leave all the time.
I wanted to go somewhere else with the art thing. I just remembered where I wanted to go. One of the things we had to do for the class was go to an art museum.
Yeah.
So, I don't really think it matters. We live in the New England area.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, Boston is where you'd go for art stuff. So, I went with one of my friends to the Institute of Contemporary Art.
Sounds not fun.
Which is basically the art that didn't get in the Museum of Fine Arts. Decided to make its own museum. So, what I thought was funny was, as I like walked up to the door of like this art museum,
Yeah.
I was Jack. The second I opened that door, I was Jacques.
You were a douchebag.
Yeah. I took on the role where the entire time I was in that art museum, whatever, I put on a nice snobby accent where I was like, yes, this art is very nice, and anything I could say that was like in this accent, I would say it. I think I walked up to one of the people who worked there at one point, because they pay people to literally just sit there and stare at the art and make sure you don't steal it.
What do you?
And it looks so boring. Like I could never do it. They can't even like use their cell phones. They just sit there with their arms crossed. And I walked up to people. I was like, so you just sit here all day? Like it doesn't get dull or anything?
Dull.
And I had a good time. It actually turned the art museum.
No. I'm sorry.
A lot of deaths.
That was a very big moment for me. I made it past these annoying parts and then I died.
Yeah. Well, that sums up enough of my art class. I could never talk about it ever again.
Colleges. I don't know why it's not take your major courses and go on with your life. College could be done in like 2 years.
Oh, easily.
Like, can you go away,
LeBron? No.
LeBron?
Yeah.
LeBron James.
What's the boss of this area? It wasn't a knight, was it?
Oh yeah, it's like he's like a scuba knight type thing. I don't know what his name is. He's like a
Water knight.
Oh my god, those metal ones you can't attack.
It's so inconvenient. Like
This game is so like this game does perfectly what like games like this should do, where you're like, this is impossible, but I can do it.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, but it's doable. And if I keep going at it, I can. Oh my god, we need to do one more episode of Shovel Knight because the bosses after this
in the next room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do another Partners Cup night. Bye, everyone.
See ya.